Hello peeps, Twisted Foot here, bringing you another 7 Days to Die stream from our server. I want to head over to the hospital and loot up the hospital. I'd like to get some more plastic, and just haven't looted that building in a while. I'm in my little compound that I've been working on. I've done a little bit of work off camera. I dug out the top layer of all of the ground and filled it all in with wood frames, so that way I don't have to worry about zombies spawning in here. I've gone and started building a tower. I want to put a tower in each of the corners, so we'll go up here. I'm going to replace these doors that I just kind of used wood doors for now, just kind of as a placeholder, so you can get up on the top here this way now. I used iron bars kind of as the windows, so that way I could shoot through them from this level if I want. And then go up here. I need to collect these up yet. And then you can shoot out these windows too if you want, or I have upgraded catwalks all the way around. Now these were kind of a pain to do, because if you use the catwalk corners, your railings won't line up when you upgrade your railings because of where they attach. These railings are all attached on the outside of these blocks, and when you use the corner pieces, they're attached like basically on top of these blocks, so you end up with a little bit of a spot where they don't match up perfectly. So it took me a little bit to get these. I messed around with trying to use iron bars. I didn't really like how that looked, and I finally figured out how to do it with the catwalks and the regular poles, or the railings. Now over here, I've started messing with the garden design. It's kind of an above ground garden design, and then this will be like a catwalk basically to come over to it. So we're gonna work on that maybe a little bit later. Hey Sirius, how's it going? So let's figure out. Okay. Oops. I need to get rid of. I want to drop those off. I just kind of want to do the garden outside of the base area. I want to have a big house basically to live in. I probably could very easily fit a really good sized garden inside of the compound too, but So let's see what kind of sleepers we end up with in here. I'm actually going to drink this beer right away, so that way I don't have to worry about getting stunned. And I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm doing for my design actually inside of the base area. What I'm going to build exactly. What type of building or house, or if it's going to be one house for everything, all my forges and everything in one house, or if I'm going to build multiple buildings, basically a little protected city type setup. You know, YY gave me so much aloe cream that I don't need to plant aloe forever. I haven't even used any of the cream that she gave me. Whoa. Hello. Well, we got lucky there. I'm actually in here hoping for plastic. That one goes outside. Yeah, my game stages are up pretty good. So we could have some fun in here. Just drop off some of the stuff right away. Barely made it through, not even all of the first floor, and I'm already full. Make sure there's nobody around these beds. Scrap the TVs because it's a good source of plastic too. Plastic and electrical components. Yeah, I've raised up my I've been putting a lot of points into stuff. My fast eddies 3 out of 4 so far. I could bump it up the next one, but I'm saving up. I want to save up my 32 points so I can bump up Quality Joe to the next one. I believe I just recently maxed out my bad mechanic, and I think my pummel peaked, but I'm not positive. I just spent a bunch of points. Yeah, I didn't realize that I didn't have that maxed out yet until after I'd spent all my points. So now I have to save up again. Gotta remember to wrench down these TVs. Now, normally I would take these right away to raise my wellness, but my wellness, I'm capped out at 200 until I invest points in health, and I don't... Typically, that's not a perk that I invest in, just because I always feel like 200 health is plenty. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. We'll eat the cat food. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel about the about that wellness perk. It's like once you're at 200, what's 30 more gonna get you? Needs so much plastic though for this. Oh, a lot of this stuff I'm just gonna be picking up the same stuff once I go back in there. Let's head up to the next level. Take that, Mr. Policeman. I've thought about increasing the mini bike storage, but even thought about increasing our regular players' backpack storage too, but oh, Jesus. My beer wore off. Good thing I got an antibiotic, and we can drink another beer. Where the heck she came from? She must have been like sitting behind there or something. At least I'm not getting any of those green guys. Don't need the coffee beans. I have my garden going, so oh, we've gotten a lot of plastic already. Making the new fiberglass bolts and arrows takes a lot of plastic. I'm gonna dump the painkillers. I have a lot of lead. I really don't even need to keep that stuff. It actually sucks with the new... Where are you coming from? And she had a shovel. Actually sucks with the new oil recipe because that oil recipe actually takes empty cans to make now, so now I don't ever scrap my empty cans anymore. Now they just eat up inventory space. Actually kind of shocked there haven't really been that many sleepers in here. I was trying to come up with a way for us to make brass. Where are you? Okay. I don't know where she's at. Unless she's invisible. I've gotten a couple of the, seen a couple of the, well, obviously didn't see them because they're invisible, but I've had a couple of the invisible zombies come and visit me. And the other night I was working on the tower in my new area, and I had a wandering horde come by, and they were all invisible. Oh, hi there. Whoa. Where she came from, what she was hitting before. I don't know what to get rid of. Get rid of the regular bandages. That's some decent money from the trader. Okay, I don't like when you can hear zombies attacking stuff and they sound pretty close, but you can't see them or find them. They must be in the area above me yet. Running out of space. God, they sound like they're right here. Yeah, I really don't need the beaker. I have... Yes, and I love the fiberglass arrows. I just made a new batch of 250. The only thing is they take a lot of fiber, or a lot of plastic to make. I'm not gonna loot the bathroom. Yeah, as far as the beaker, I have some beakers saved up too at my base, and I have my chemistry station, and both my campfires have beakers in them, so I really don't need it. I could just drop it. No, that's fine that they take that. It gives us something that we have to search for. I'm not complaining that it takes it that much. It's the reason I'm looting this place up, so I can get some of that scrap plastic goodness. Hello. So I got one more level to go. But of course I'm full again. My bag really don't have, or my bike really don't have space for anything. I really don't need these human turds. I don't know what I'm gonna get. Tell you, let's just skip the top level for right now. It's almost nighttime. We can go back and start working on the garden. Unload this stuff. I'm just gonna dump all this stuff off in here. What time is it? 1927. I wonder if we could get back over there and loot it and finish looting that. Hey Smash, welcome. So, should we go back to the hospital and finish? Or should we start building? I got a decent amount of plastic out of there, so... Alright, so we need to grab some building supplies then if we're going to build. Might have to make a trip back to my other base. No, I have a Twitch account. I've never streamed to it or set it up for stream. That's just something through Streamlabs with OBS you can have. Oh, I didn't want to go all the way up here. You can have like overlays, and through Streamlabs you can have subscriber notifications and stuff come on. Yep. It's kind of a modified fancy toothy. I wanted to use the arches for looks. I need to make sure that I'm at the right height for what I want to do here. I don't think I am. So we need to make some half blocks. I'm so far behind on watching Game Edge. So since these things can support and carry so much weight, that's why I'm using these. So then I don't have to have as many structural pillars on the bottom, but then I was a little worried about it being too far apart, so I added some extra. I know he's got his, what's he call it? His Gemini base. I have no clue if I have enough of these blocks for what I'm doing, but oh crap. Well, I didn't do that jump very well. So I have the upside down spikes, and then this pole sits on top of the spikes so they can't crawl in on that. This is kind of a new way that I've thought or wanted to try doing a toothy that way. A toothy with spikes. Oh, I didn't bring my nail gun. That's alright. It's not that bad to upgrade using the wrench. Of course, as it gets nighttime, I'm not going to want to fall off anymore. There we go. I made a garden somewhat... That's not centered. Oops. Oh well. I'll fix that some other time. I did a garden similar to this design on Alpha 15. And I liked it, so I wanted to try it again. I tried to go back onto that game save to get some dimensions and stuff from it, how many blocks I used and what I used, but it won't, that game save won't load for me. Oh, I'm freezing and I have a duster on. That's not good. Yeah, I need to play some more Yonder. I was thinking about it earlier. Need to finish or continue on the story on that and see where it goes. That, and I've been thinking more and more about playing some more Creativerse. So far the only thing that I've noticed that they are good for is, or what you use them for, is for clearing out the murk. Some murk is thicker than other murk, so you need more of them. Yeah, it's gonna suck to have to take all those out. I have a plan for that. I'll collapse as much of it as I can. I'll put up some rebar frames underneath this block here. That should be enough, maybe even this block, just to make sure it's supported, and then I should be able to collapse out the rest of it. In fact, I should do it now before it cures. Just hope no wandering horde come through right now. And I'll put some spikes around each one of these little pillars. There we go. That is fixed. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Sometimes I can nail that jump, other times I don't even get close to nailing it. And I have food somewhere. Did I actually put it? There, here it is. Here we can warm up for a second. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to do some more research into that game, because so far what I know about the game is basically what I've learned while playing it. I have not watched any other videos. I haven't done any I haven't Googled anything. I haven't done any research, looked at anything on it. I've just been learning it as I go. So there might be something that you get from changing out which sprite you have with you. Get this stuff filled in. Not that I would want to, but I'm curious if you can actually paint this metal trussing too. Now I know I can paint, you can paint iron bars. So I guess it wouldn't be too surprising if you could paint these. I'm gonna need some more of these. I don't know how many I need, but I'm going to need quite a few of them yet. I'm not really overly concerned about like spider zombies because I won't be doing any horde nights here. But eventually when this is done and I get my building built out in the middle here, or however I do it, my bedroll will be placed over here. So if something were to happen and I, for whatever reason, ended up dying on horde night, this is where I'm gonna spawn back in at, so I need to have it be somewhat protected just in case. I am just gonna start with about 60 of them. I need to pick this guy up and put him away. While those are cooking, I'll show you I completed my tunnel over here. So now my compound base, I don't know what, I guess call it a village. Oh wow, those actually fell through the ground. Above where I'm standing at was the booby trap sign, and when I was digging out the tunnel, all of a sudden I had things collapsing above me. But I have my tunnel made complete, so I can actually go from one base to the other base without having to go outside. The reason for the move has kind of always been, that's kind of always been my plan, was to have a separate living area and a separate horde base. They were going to be closer together until I decided to build in the city there. They were originally going to be, this is my horde base, and I was going to build my compound base here in this general area, but now I'm building it there. See how big that is compared to everything else in the area. I'll drop off the mini bike here. I have some more concrete being made. Well, it looks like it's all finished. I've used a lot of my concrete supply so far, so I've just slowly been rebuilding it back up. Same with my iron supply. I've been slowly rebuilding my forged iron and forged steel. Right now I have machete blades being crafted and glass jars. The machete blades sell for a lot. One stack of machete blades to the traders, 24,000 dukes. So that's a quick. I should make 20 more, then I'll have 3 stacks of them. Or make 20 more. TNT. TNT is another really good thing to make, but these are TNT is a little bit more expensive to make than these. I have quite a bit of iron, so with all my iron, I'm not going to need a lot of forged steel and forged iron anymore, so I just been using it to kick out the machete blades. It takes 200 iron and 40 clay, so they're not too bad. Making some 7.62 ammo. The jars sell pretty decently too, but nowhere near as good as the machete blades. So what I've been doing is I've been just making glass jars to make murky water, so then I can cook it down to make glue and make duct tape, which I should do a batch. I could do 2 batches now. We might as well get all of these. We might as well get all of these stations running while we're over there building. These ones are kicking out cement mix. Hey, why? Well, you were playing, so. You were kind of being part of the stream because you were on the server with me. Let's refill these new glass jars. Good old YouTube and its notifications. Alright, we can head back over. I know it's daylight out, but I can take the tunnel again. I know mini bikes can be glitchy on servers, but I'm thinking I'm going to I want to try to round off this corner a little bit, so that way it would be easy for me to ride my mini bike from one building to the next building. So I'm probably going to try to round this corner off and actually make like a corner, a curve there. I wish you could trust leaving them sit out, because this would be nice to have a mini bike. So like in my single player world, if I do something similar in my single player world, I'll have a mini bike for underground, and then I'll have a mini bike for above ground. Okay, I don't know, that's probably not enough. I might as well make another 60 of those. So I gotta kind of mark this out again. So I believe I'm going one more row out. Okay, let's try to figure this out, what I was doing. I was probably thinking. So I think this should be 20. So okay, so that is 20. And that's how long my garden, my row is going to be, is 20. So it's going to be a row of dirt for plants, a row of blocks for a walkway, another row of plants, another row of blocks, another row of plants, another row of blocks, and so on. And we should alternate to have 8 rows of stuff. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I gotta go one more row of trussing on the outside. And then I can build the walls up around it. I should have grabbed my nail gun when I was at my other base. I think that's where I left it at. So I dumped a bunch of stuff off to make room for looting for when we went to the hospital. Yeah, I could cheat. Well, not necessarily cheat, but use the I could use this stuff that's actually a benefit for us for playing on a multiplayer server and teleport back to the base. Which I guess I will do. Now let's... Now I don't think I unloaded it here. Oh, I did. Good thing I came and looked here first before I ran all the way back over there. Sweet. So these are just going to serve basically for me as dividers between each of the rows of crops. Totally not necessary and not needed, but I've kind of always liked to have the rows separate. I mean, in real life, when you plant a, well, at least when we plant our garden, we don't have like a row of catwalk or boards or anything between the rows of crops, but they're not planted right next to each other either, so there's a gap between them. I will have to go back to my other base though pretty soon to get some dirt, so I have dirt to place down there. Okay, I'm gonna place these. I'm gonna place these from the outside. Hope no wandering horde comes as I'm doing this from the ground, looking up in the sky, not paying attention to what's going on around me. Oh, look at that. I did not plan that, but that was pretty good. That's almost like pro builder status there, being able to do that. Alright, let's run back home. We gotta grab some dirt so we can get some ground, grassy ground or forest ground, some type of ground crafting in one of the workbenches. Oh, we have a screamer. I can hear her up there. Okay, we don't have a screamer no more. That's what I love about the turrets and having this hooked up with the electricity. It is one thing I do need to redo my electricity again. Is when I modded in the junction box, I started with a different block, and now I've changed it to utilize the fuse box. So when I first modded it in, it was a block that actually filled in the whole square from side to side, and it looked nice and clean up there. But I thought the junction box was, or utilizing the fuse box for it, was a little bit more true to life. So now I need to, I'm thinking about like flipping it over, like removing it, and then so it's actually attached to the top. I probably don't need to. I could probably put a hatch up there, no problem. Oh, which way I want it to open though. Probably that way. So yeah, I don't need to move it. I could just do it like that. And it's hidden. The turrets are really overpowered, in my opinion. But if like mine are on a switch, so I can turn them off, and then that way the zombies actually make it all the way up to my base. And the reason I use, I know I'm wasting material, but I always craft the wooden hatches, because with the wooden hatch, well, unless I'm using a vault hatch. If I'm using a vault hatch, then I'll craft that straight away. But I don't hardly ever craft a scrap iron hatch, just because they're so hard to tell which orientation they're in and which way they're opening. So with the wood hatch, you always have this little bar here, and then you have the handle, so you know which way they're opening. So I always just use the wood hatch and upgrade them. So, and I have all my electricity. I don't know if Sirius, if you've seen this, but I have all of my electricity runs off on, or all through switches, and the switches themselves don't draw any electricity. So my generator bank is running constantly, but right now with all of the switches off, I'm not utilizing any power, so you don't waste gas or anything. And if I'm down here and I want the lights on down here, I flip the switch and then the lights come on down here, and then that's when I'm finally using some of my gas and my power. But you have to go from your generator bank straight to your switch before you go to any of your other things, like your lights, your junction boxes, your relays. All of those have an energy draw. So if you have any of those between your generator and your switches, you'll be utilizing energy right away. But this way I don't ever have to remember to turn on I don't have to turn on a generator then flip a switch. My generator can just always be running. Okay, I need to remember to grab dirt while I'm here. Maybe I'll grab 2. I shouldn't need that much, but along with my fertilizer that someone so graciously dropped off for me. Thank you, YY. And now upstairs I do have a solar bank. It's up on the roof, and I use that for the lights in the upper level, although I don't do anything up here. It's just where my bedroll sits. And then I have a couple of drop chests up here for dropping off loot and storing shotgun shells for my turrets. But I can flip these on for lights up here. Okay, oh crap, there's a screamer coming in. We'll just let her go. She'll kill herself on the spikes. If I had my sniper rifle with me, I would have tried to snipe her out, but since we have a scoped crossbow and some awesome arrows, that's all I carry now. But I still do most of my killing is with the club, so can I make the jump? Oh, I did it. Didn't even, well, I guess I did hit the traps. So let's get some ground going. We have, it should be 160 we need. Because we have 8 rows of 20. Can I have a hoe with me? I'm gonna grab it for my inventory now, otherwise I'll forget it when I come down to grab the ground place. Now I don't know how I'm going to do the doors here. Uh-oh, we have a problem. I did it too high. I miscalculated because this, you would want this on the same level as you walked in. So let's try it this way. That'll look pretty cool, actually. I can live with that mistake. There's no way I'm tearing this all down and building it over. I could probably get away with not even the plan was to actually build a building all the way around us, like full walls and windows and a ceiling and everything, but I can probably maybe I just play off of this mistake that I made here and put catwalk all the way around it for a fence, and then just leave this open garden up on top. Yeah. I don't see very many vultures around here. They must not be as prevalent in this biome. I've had a couple of them come by. So yeah, maybe I should put a wall around. Hey Tyler C. I actually do have this game on Xbox. I just don't play it on Xbox. I prefer it so much more on PC that I just primarily play it on PC. I've been doing some research trying to learn how to potentially stream from my Xbox without buying a capture card or capture device for my Xbox, and I might try it to add some console content for my channel, but I haven't done it yet. I think I'm putting down too many of these frames. Yep, I need windows. Wait a second here. Okay. Trying to think how best to do these windows. That should be alright. Cool thing with painting is like I can build this all out of wood and I can paint it however I want it to look. I have to consider the growth height of corn with how tall I make this building. I think I want the windows to be too high. Nah. I was gonna bust down that second upgrade layer, but I can paint right over that. You'll never see it. Don't fall. I have 0 Fortnite knowledge. In my other garden that I did in this style, I just used windows to make like a skylight up in the top. So I am worried. I am a little worried about structural integrity for the roof. I might have to add a couple of... I might have to add a couple pillars, support pillars in the middle. Don't want to fall from this height. I definitely would break an ankle from up here. Then I really would be twisted foot. I would turn into my cousin Twisted Ankle. Now what I'll probably just do is probably just do a couple support columns like right here. Is that the right height? Yeah, it is. So that should be enough to support everything. Night, YY. Thanks for stopping by. I'm getting a little low on wood. I wonder if I have any. I don't have any wood here, so if I run out, I'll have to go back to the base and get some. I just want to get all this ground laid down, so that way I kind of getting tired of falling in between each one of these rows. Now I don't have a plan for like planting yucca or aloe vera in here. I have 8 rows for 8 different crops, but it's corn, potatoes, goldenrod, mums, cotton, hops, coffee, I think that's all of them. So one row will have to be a little bit shorter than the other ones. Or I could do, maybe I could do like a row of aloe vera here and a row of yucca here. Because I'll want that to be solid so I can walk up in here. And then you wouldn't want to plant, like you wouldn't want to plant this first row at, well, it wouldn't matter because you could pick it right away, but if you plant this first row as yucca, when yucca grows up, you can't walk through it. Like all the other plants, when they're fully grown, you can still walk through them. With yucca, you can't. And so now we need some windows. We're gonna start with like 75. Your other half is watching? Cool. Watching me build a big fancy garden that's probably a little overkill for what you need for gardening. But this way I can come and pick the garden anytime, day or night, won't matter. Oh, am I really one short? I enjoy smashing boulders. I enjoy running around and hitting up all the boulder fields. It's probably one of the things that I really enjoy the most. So I'm going to make a roof or a ceiling in here. Not gonna worry too much about the roof right now. I've never been one to use plates for like building stuff. I always worry too much about like trying to attach like a light to it or something and then not having it sit flush or now hopefully this stuff won't collapse on me. Oh, for the ground? Yeah, but then you're not at the same level as the forest, your rows. I like using catwalk. Catwalk is one of my favorite blocks to use for some reason. I really like catwalk. Oh. My other garden that I started with has catwalk around the between the rows, but that's just out in the open on the ground with a nice little white picket fence around it. And I'm all about melee. I like melee. I like my spiked club. Oops. I guess I was taking a screenshot. She makes furniture with pallets? That sounds cool. I don't think I'm gonna have enough wood for all of this. Still not sure what I'm going to do with the door. I wish there was a double door. Maybe I could use the jail door. That'd be kind of interesting. Huh, I might have to think about that. I haven't used the jail door in any of my previous builds before. I'm gonna have to run back to my home base here pretty soon. Get more wood. Or maybe not. Might be alright. Ah, come on.
All right.
I don't have enough wood to be misplacing too many windows. I have a wandering horde. They're way over there. They're not even close to me. Now, if I wouldn't have misplaced the one, I would have had just the right amount. Sweet. So we're, other than figuring out something for, I'll have to get some more wood, but I'll put some ramps. I'll put some ramps along the edge here to make like a roof. But otherwise, we're pretty much done with this place. Other than getting it all hoed up. I gotta hoe it up. I'd probably be interested in it. I've kind of looked at it a little bit myself as I was researching to figure out, try to find out how to make the map size bigger, and seeing a bunch of stuff where you can make changes to that file to make like the land flatter and make your cities larger and so on. Sin and Dark are the smart ones on the modding. I can do a simple recipe. I've been trying to do a lot of studying and research on different things though. My biggest thing is keeping everything organized, specifically when it comes to the server, so that way when there's updates and stuff, I'm trying to keep everything straight and remembering what I need to change, what I haven't changed. I don't know, you did a really good job on those fiberglass arrows. Dark knows his stuff though. I rely on him a lot for the server and getting mods from him and him testing out different things. Like I need to pick his brain about the the clothing stuff that you guys sent me. He sent it to me. I just need to ask questions to make sure I get everything put into the right spot and make the right changes. The heck was that? Thought I heard an explosion. There is a booby trap. That building right there is a booby trap. So there could have been, I guess there could have been a zombie over there. Okay, Sen. Yeah, I'll for sure be asking one of you two exactly where. I know you were saying you were just going to copy the entire clothing thing, so then I just had to basically copy the new one over delete out the existing clothing section and copy in the new one. Is that how you did it? Okay. I'll have to look back at the file again. There was a couple other questions I had. Some of the loot stuff, making sure I get the loot XML set up correctly. That I get the new loot groups put into the right sections in the right spots in that file. Yeah, I know just enough about modding this game that I can really hose stuff up. Like I originally tried to modify the sinks to have, instead of just working on every sink, to only work on like a working sink and add a working sink block to the server. And yeah, I hosed that up pretty bad at first. Well, we can actually go get some stuff to plant in here now. Yeah, I'll have to look at the ID numbers. Dark said that too, because his he's used some of those IDs for his food items that he has modded in for his game. So I'll have to take a, can't pass up a bird's nest. I'll have to take a look at the different ID numbers and make sure that they're not getting doubled up. Hopefully there's no screamers out here. Oh, we have room for this guy. Give me your meat. Thank you. Hey, I did make, I'm pretty proud of myself. I did make, oh, I can't show it. I did make, I'll have to stop by the base. I did make a item. I made Andy's rain helmet. I was pretty proud of myself for making that. Now I can actually basically have 2 gardens going if I really wanted to, since this is all fertilized thanks to YY. Yep. The pink, I can't even remember which item I copied it from. The SWAT helmet, I think. I wish you could use the helmet. I wish the texture was available from the helmet that the biker guys wear. So it's got the little skull on it. That one would be cool to have. Might as well grab this wood while I'm here. I should just replant this garden again. Wouldn't be that big of a deal to have 2 gardens going. But on that rain helmet, I put the waterproofing at 100%, so that way when you're wearing it, you don't get wet at all. Because Andy was always complaining about it raining, and during experimental, it was raining all the time. I don't have anything I can really get rid of. Actually, let's cheat for a second and just put that there. Let's put a couple more things there just to make enough room so we can craft some seeds. I love how fast I can craft stuff now. Before crafting those seeds, I would have to wait until I'd get my crafting queue would get full, and I'd have to wait for something to finish before I could start the next one. And now I pretty much have it. I have the current one that I'm crafting is complete before I can get the second one even started. Today I raised up our blood moon count on the server too. We were at 8, now I set it at 12. So you guys as a group over there should have some really fun, interesting horde nights when you're all on together. I'm replanting this garden. I probably won't ever come back and pick it, but on Skippy's server on one of my remote bases that I had made, I had a big garden on that server by that base, and I started building a toothy around it, so that way I could harvest and stuff whenever I want and not have to worry about zombies, because I'd be in a toothy. It was the biggest toothy I ever built. Hey Taryn, how's it going? Gotta make sure you stop and pick up all those birds' nests. Oh, we got a screamer. And we got a dead screamer. Look at all my pine seeds that I have 305 pine seeds. I should go to the trader. In fact, I think I will. Here's that Andy's rain helmet. So it's got 100% waterproof. And then it's got the mining helmet light on it. I increased the light output on it, so it actually has a brighter light. So let's grab... Well, first off, let's just make seeds. Yeah, I don't know. Is that you, Sam, or is that a different Sam? Oh, then you're a different Sam. And welcome, Sam. We actually have a Sam that plays in our group, so we're kind of all wondering if it was Sam that plays with us or if it was a new Sam. So, welcome, Sam. Okay, do I have enough space for... Let's grab our mini bike out. I'll go set this guy out. See if I can do this from in here. Cool. And I might want to grab a little bit more gas. You play this on Xbox, Sam? Or are you just checking out the game? Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever make it available for the 360. I do have this game for my Xbox. I do have an Xbox One. I just don't play it on it because it's, in my opinion, a lot funner on PC. There's just so much more stuff you can do to it on PC with the different mods and adding in custom stuff. Okay. Now, these machete blades are like super good for selling to the trader. And you look at one stack of these machete blades is 24,000 Dukes coins. So I had a couple more crafting over here. I guess I can turn these off. There's nothing cooking in them anymore. Those all still got stuff cooking in them. So I'm going to take these 3 stacks of machete blades. That'll give me a lot of coin at the trader. I'm saving up my silver nuggets so I can make some more ballistic tips. I'm actually considering getting the new Nintendo, whatever it's called, Switch. I've heard some pretty good things about it for being a Nintendo product. Haha. Alright, we have we actually have 2 traders close to me, so we'll go to both those traders quick. Sin, do you know where that's at? I believe it's in the vehicles XML. Hey, I could say it's for my kids. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. That
Damn,
their helmet
you
looks
smell
cool.
like the dead. You better have money.
That's too bad. Maybe they'll add it themselves in the future. Really? You don't want my night vision goggles? Now here's where we should make a lot of coin. Look at all that coin coming in.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Okay, we got one more stack of... Oops. We have one more stack of machete blades out here, so... Yeah, if you're on PC and you need coin from the trader, if you can make machete
I'll
blades,
sell
they're
the
like...
goods, but if you cross me,
like
you'll
one
meet the
stack
wrong
is
end of
24,000.
944. All right.
Now, I'm playing on a... Jep, I'm playing on a server. It's a multiplayer server. So the server's kind of... As long as somebody is
Cha-ching.
on and playing it,
Thanks, buddy.
the
All right.
Thanks for subscribing, Taryn. Oh, you found it relaxed? Yeah, I didn't know for sure where that one was at. I've modified our generator banks to hold more gas, so they hold 2,000 instead of the standard 1,000. Oh, thanks for subscribing too, Sam. Yeah, I didn't have my OBS's in the background behind my Chrome, so I didn't see. I heard the notifications going off, but I couldn't see who it was. So thanks for letting me know, Sin. So now what I'm really after from the trader is Things like electrical parts. I'll buy all of the electrical parts. I'll buy any brass, any plastic, any electrical parts, electrical components. I should buy this. I haven't found one. I'm going to. I only have one, and I've had to move it between a couple forges to make different things. Yeah, generator banks is in the items, or is it in the blocks? Actually, I think the generator bank is in the blocks, and then there'll be the line for the max fuel. So we got nothing really here. I'll buy the 7.62 ammo just to buy it.
A sale is a sale.
So he really didn't have very good stuff. Although that tool and die set will be nice to have. So let's cruise over to the other trader is right here. And here's where my base is at, where my one base is at, and here's where the new base is at that we're building. Kind of working on today with the garden and stuff. Let's see if I can make it through all of these boulders, big rocks and stuff without crashing into anything. Now I've come through and farmed out most of the little boulders on the ground, so I don't have to worry too much about those. Well, here's some that I didn't get yet. Oh, the selling machete blades, that should work on any server unless the server owner has modified the sell price on those. And it'll work on your vanilla, on your single player vanilla playthroughs.
Well, if you got money, I guess I can stand your smell.
I'll buy all of these electrical components. Duct tape I'm not too worried about because I have a lot of bones, and so I can make a lot of glue and I can make a lot of duct tape, so I won't buy the duct tape anymore. But early game I would buy duct tape. Same with forged steel, I would buy that early game, but I have plenty of forged steel now. The shotgun shells, I will buy shotgun shells. Just less that I have to make. I need to start buying this stuff so I can actually start upgrading my base to reinforced steel.
All right.
Thanks for the sub, Jeb. So we got another thing that I've done on our server is I modified the hit points on the blade traps to be a little bit higher, because in my opinion, if you oops, did I just buy? No, I didn't buy one. I'm overheating though. Sounds like I have a wandering horde coming through.
A sale is a sale, even if it's to a scumbag like you.
I gotta put my poncho on before I overheat. But like I was saying with the blade traps, in my opinion, if you're using forged iron to craft something, it should have a higher hit point than just 1,000. Oh yeah, look at all the rest of them all went around the. Where are you guys going? Take out some of these guys. Some free XP. Oh, she got wrecked. So did he. Off with your head. Yeah, see this is the texture that I want. I want to be able to have that helmet that he's wearing. With the little skull. Oh, come on, I want to see your another stripper over here. We started the server. We started the server when Alpha 16 Experimental came on, so not very long. Middle of June, so month and a half, almost 2 months now. I got no room for all of this loot. I don't need pain pills anyway. Bird's nest though. Oh, I can't even pick it up. We gotta go get our bike so we can dump some stuff off in it. Oh, we gotta sell those. We gotta sell those night vision goggles to him. Before I forget.
Damn, you smell like the dead. You better have money.
There we go. Oh yeah, 16. I think Dark was saying that they plan on doing a 16.3 and probably a 16.4, and then they're gonna consider this alpha complete and start working on alpha 17. Or either that or I read that somewhere. Yeah, we all met each other and used to play on Skippy's server, on Skippy 0330 server. If you want to see some console content, I would check his channel out because he's playing it on he has it on PC, but he also plays it on console, and he has a series going on console right now. I'm going to drop this stuff off here. I'll bring that stuff with. So now we're loaded with dukes. We have lots of dukes. I'll have to run around to a couple of the other traders and see if they have any. YY must have came and bought all the plastic. Okay. So this is my base that I use for Horde Nights. Basic pole design. One of my first Horde Nights I got well, not one of the first ones, but one of the early ones. I got three radiated cops at the same time, and they were able to bust through my poles, and I had to run around and like a chicken with his head cut off. All right, Sam, thanks for stopping by, and thanks again for the sub. And so now when I redid my base design, it's actually 4 different poles here. So in order for them to bust through, now they have to come through 2 different layers. And then I got my spikes. I have some blade traps on the sides just to help take care of any that come close to the corner, because the corner is kind of the weak spot yet. There's only 1 pole there. And then up on top I have all my lights. Actually, let's see what. So feral are expected tomorrow. So I have on each corner I have a mobile spotlight, and they're all aimed at a exact spot that I want them aimed at. I have one in the middle, and then I have my shotgun turrets. So I have 2 shotgun turrets for each side of the base, and then I have all of the electricals run through this one generator bank, and then each one has a separate switch, so I can turn off and on my turrets, my blade traps, my outside lights, and my basement lights. So like if I'm down here working, I can turn on the basement lights if I want, but with the mining helmet and candles up, I pretty much just leave it off. So that's pretty much what my Horde base looks like. So on Horde night, I'll fire up the generator, I'll turn on the turrets to start, and if I want a little bit more of a challenge, I'll leave the turrets off, so then that way the zombies actually, the turrets take care of probably, I don't know, 75% of the zombies before they even make it to the base. And then the primarily the only ones that make it up to the base are the irradiated ones. So let's head back over to my new build that I'm working on. Which, cool, I can see the garden from here now. My new garden. Hey Sin, can you mod in a garage door opener for me? So I can just push a button and the door will open and I don't have to get off my mini bike. That'd be sweet. So let's go up to our garden and plant our crops quick. I still need to figure out what I want to do for... I think I'm going to try the jail door. I think that would be kind of neat. Oh. I didn't grab my crops. Yeah, I don't think there's any electrical hookup for the drawbridge. I don't have a wiring tool with me over here. Can I craft one? I need 3 mechanical parts. I might have... Yeah, I do. Let me craft one up really quick. I don't think there's any like electrical connection to it. I was shocked though, like with lights, like this open sign, we modded in this open sign, and that when you craft that, it actually has an electrical connection to it. Yep, there's no electrical connection to it. I didn't think there was, but it was worth a shot, worth a try. Because that'd be kind of cool, because then you could hook it up to a motion, even the motion sensor. And then you can have it, with the motion sensor, you can have it set up to target only you. And then when you pull up, it would see you and the door would open. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright, now we have our seeds. I should just make that jail door and try it out. Now you guys get to watch the exciting art of gardening in 7 Days to Die. I instantly lose half of my viewers. There's this prison over here. Is that the prison you're talking about, or was there a larger one? I've only played 7 Days to Die since Alpha 15, I haven't even been playing for a year yet. But there's those prisons. Those are the only prisons that I know about. So I don't know if there was a larger one than that in previous alphas. Kind of wish I would have played this game earlier, but I really only played one game before, and I used to play that game quite a bit, and that was World of Warcraft, and that took up most of my gaming time. So when I built a new PC back in November, that's when I started looking at wanting to play some other PC games to try out on my new computer, and I came across this game. So yeah, I guess I can plant some yucca and some aloe vera. So what can we do now? I guess we can work on one of the other towers. One thing about how high I made these walls at is occasionally when I've dropped down from that height down to here, I've actually hurt my leg, sprained my leg. But I went that high so I could have it go all the way around the drawbridge. What I need to do is, before I forget, is there's mini bikes can be kind of glitchy on multiplayer servers. So I don't like to leave mine sitting out if I'm going to log off or anything. I'll store it in a storage chest. So I'll pick that up now while I'm thinking about it. Let's see, what did I do here for this? So I want to do the opposite corner. Okay, yep, that's right. And well, I found a mod on the forums to mod in a item called the junction box, which acts like a relay. It takes a relay to craft it and some forged iron. But what you do with this is it acts exactly like a relay, but then the wires are hidden, so you don't see the wires. It makes it really nice and clean. I mean, you can do a pretty good job of hiding most of the wires if you actually plan for it. But like on my horde base, no amount of planning that I would do would eliminate all of the wires sticking out just because of the basic design of the base. It just wouldn't work because it's all open poles on the whole second or the ground level. Make some ladders. I'm gonna make 10 for starters. I don't need 10 now, but I'll need some more once I get up here. I think that's got to be the one that I left open for the door. We're committing. Yeah, I had to rewire my entire base once I found the junction box and started utilizing that. I think that's how that is. Let's run over there and go check really quick. Yep, the windows are 3 wide. There's no windows on. I actually want to add, considering adding at least 1, but I think I was going to do 2. Excuse me. I'm not gonna upgrade these yet, but I think I want to have like a quick, easy way around that too without having to actually go through the doors or all the way around the outside of it. I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. Oh, he literally blew it up. Yeah, I didn't have to. I did bust out some blocks because I wanted to hide the junction boxes too, so you can't even see the junction boxes. So I had to do quite a bit of reworking on mine once I started utilizing the junction boxes. But I like it so much better now. Not being able to see the wires is awesome. The only thing I wanted to do or maybe look into is on the junction boxes and on the relays, there's a specific number of connections you can have to it. I think it's 8 or 9. And so I thought about looking into seeing if there was a way to increase that. It'd be kind of nice if like the relay still served a function and then the junction box was a little bit better and like it hides the wires and you can connect more things to it. Oh, we have a dog horde going by. Missed him. There could be a zombie bear around. Right now I believe I'm the only one actually logged in right now on the server, but we have probably close to a dozen people that play on it. I think this is how that is. I might want to double check that. Should be though. Oh, I did go up one more. Good thing I came over and looked. So I assumed I was at this level for the ceiling, so I gotta go up one more level before the ceiling. I'll make sure I grab these out in the right order so I don't waste any of them. we have a modified crossbow. It's actually got it's a repeater, so it has 3 shots, and then it's got a scope on it. To kind of balance it so it wasn't necessarily overpowered, we left out the ability for it to shoot exploding crossbow bolts, because that would have been a little bit too powerful, where if you could shoot 3 explosive cross bolts in a row. And then we have what I like to refer to as the butter to the toast. We have our modern steel bolt ammo, which is a fiberglass shafted bolt for better distance and damage. They work awesome. I say on our server, my 3 favorite things that we've modded in so far is the repeater crossbow, the modern bolts, the fiberglass bolts, and the junction box. Did we lose Sirius? Sirius go to bed and I didn't notice? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready for bed here pretty soon. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make it long enough to make it to tonight's horde night, now that it is horde day. It would have been nice to show you guys show the new viewers how my base works. Cage puts out some really good videos. I like watching his videos, but I'm thinking I need to cut back on watching his videos, because he's got such good ideas on his builds that I find myself sometimes, not necessarily purposely, but and he made a comment about it in his own videos, that he needs to stop watching other people's videos because they're starting to influence his builds. But I guess for For anybody that's new, if you want to see how my base does work on Horde Nights, I do have some videos posted of it, of me taking on Horde Nights during it, so they are available for people to watch. Now we need some catwalks. Now that here's where I found that I had some issues with that other tower and making the catwalks. I should need like 60. I'm just gonna make like 75 of them, but I'll make one of these corners just to show. Yeah, I'm on Central Time too, so it's 2 o'clock for me, but I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's. Did the dogs come back? I hear more doggies. There's one dead doggy. Just one? Oh, there he is. Whoa. 2 dead doggies. There's another one way over there. I wonder if this crossbow is good enough to reach way over there. Oh, that was so close. It almost was. Oh, come on. Stand still, puppy. Where'd he go? Got him. He's pissed too. What are you doing? Oh, I got him. No way. That's awesome. Okay, let's put up some of these catwalks. Why isn't it? Oh, because the door opening. There's no block to attach it to. Yeah, I'm in Minnesota. Okay. So now I'll waste some material just to show. Whoa, I almost went off the edge. So now, like, you should be able to just use that and you'd think it would work, but the railings are attached to the top side of the block. I don't know if that's a dead dog. Well, he is now. Yeah, I'd be interested in it. It's too bad we can't make like changes after the. I wanted to increase our map size on the server, but that's something you have to do at the start. So I need to make some wood railings quick. I'm just gonna make 25 of them. I'm sure I need more than that, but just to show how this works. So you can't attach these two up here, which is where you would need to attach them. So you have to attach them from this side like this. So you can attach them like that. And then when you go to upgrade the stuff, they make a nice, these ones all a nice smooth connection, but when you upgrade the corner, they don't butt up, they don't line up because these railings are on the top. Now I tried to do it with these ones, which these ones are fine because they'll work for the corner piece like that. But I have a doorway here and I can't put the one with the railing in this location because then otherwise I have a railing right there where I want to come out my door. So I have to do it this way with the separate single catwalks and then the railings on the outside. It would bug me too much to now it all functions the same, but that bugs me too much seeing that they're offset like that. So I have to do it this way. See, I have to make my builds look good. Or at least try to make them look good. I probably stopped streaming Probably shortly after I get this catwalk up, actually. My daughter's got a birthday party this weekend that I gotta get up for tomorrow and finish getting stuff ready for it. Got some more things to take care of around the house for it. Oops. Obviously, the least favorite would be Wasteland. And then I guess I don't really dislike any of the other ones too bad, but probably Wasteland, then Snow, just because I don't like having to deal with the cold, and I don't like when it snows, because then it covers up the bodies and you can't see you have too hard of a time finding the corpse. And then I guess it would be, I'd have to say it would have to be Prairie, maybe. Prairie and desert. And then my favorites are the two forests, the pine forest and the maple forest. Oh, yeah. Burnt would be right after, probably right after Wasteland, just because it's, I don't know. Don't necessarily have a real reason that I don't like it. Actually, which one is it? Wasteland has a, I don't like the music from the Wasteland. So I put your hubby to sleep? Is that what you were saying, Sin? Am I that monotone that I put him to sleep? How am I doing on forged iron? I should grab some while I'm down. Grab a stack of that stuff really quick. And we need some more railing. I guess I can make a bunch of this because I'll need it for my other. So I plan on putting a tower like this, these towers on each of the corners, kind of similar to what the jail has over there. Oops. Then I waste one. I do like their why did that not work? There we go. I love the new rotation being able to like copy the rotation of a block is pretty awesome. Hey, there's another puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Oh, right below him. He's a dead puppy. I'm only OCD about some things. But those few things that I am OCD about, I can get pretty bad with them. Like those railings not lining up. You punched a cow? Why would you punch a cow? See, this still kind of bugs me a little bit because they don't go together in a nice corner like the actual corner catwalks do, but I can handle this one a lot better than the other way that they're off. Now I gotta kind of keep an eye on the time since it is Horde Day and I don't plan on staying on long enough for Horde Day. I don't want to leave the server with like right at Horde Night when Horde Night's about to start. I want to make sure that they have enough time to be ready for Horde Night. It wouldn't move with the other cows. So how high is these ones? So it's another 4. Did it move after that? I'm gonna have to make some more iron bars. Do I have? Let's start with 15 of them. I'm still not totally sure what exactly I'm going to build in here. I'm leaning towards having some separate buildings instead of making one big building, but I'm totally not positive yet. But I'm thinking I could do some type of house, maybe like on this side in between these two doorways, build like a house here, and then a pool. I want to build a pool again, and then have like a garage with some workbenches in it where I could park my would be where I'd park my mini bike, and then a nice big crafting room where I can put all my forges and my chem stations, my main workstations, workbenches. All that stuff can go in a nice building somewhere in here. Now it would be better to have it like all your forges, you're better having it more centered. So like if I had my forges centered in here, then the screamers, when they come to the forges, will spawn all the way around, where if you have it like on one side, you might only get the screamers. You might have issues with the screamer spawning, which I guess might not necessarily be a terrible thing. Yeah, she did an awesome job on that build. Hey Joe, how's it going, man? Oh, I need some ramps, but I think I have. I think I have some ramps already made over here. Yep. Those are done already. Nothing in there cooking, might as well turn it off. Was there a slight hiccup with the stream? Oh, where's the airdrop at? Should we go get that? Really don't need anything out of an airdrop, but let's go get the airdrop. That'll be something fun to do to end the stream. Hopefully there's no more puppies out here. It died? Is it not working anymore? Can you not see? Or did it start back up? Okay, cool. Hopefully we can actually find this airdrop. Oh, bird's nest. Gotta get the bird's nest. Right in the back of the head. Okay, where's that airdrop at though? Shot the poor deer as he was jumping. Oh, my guy's getting hungry. Yeah, it's okay, Joe. I'm just happy to have you here watching. You could subscribe and check out my other videos too if you want. I play this game, and I also play, there's the airdrop. I also play a game called Boundless and a game called Creativerse, which are more, they're more Minecraft like. Well, thanks for the sub, Joe. Uh-oh. There's a wolf. What is he attacking? Oh, he's attacking the sleepers. Haha. Oh, great. He's a feral tourist. Ah. We better get down there and take care of him. Uh-oh. I think he's dead. Alright. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's a feral too. Come here. Oh, another one just spawned in right there. She was feral too. It's a busy little cat. Oh, sweet. I don't have this one. I'll have to let Dark know that this actually worked to add this in there, because he's been wanting to find this recipe. This was something that he had me mod into the rare books to be able to find this herbal antibiotics recipe. So that's pretty cool. Joe, I don't mind. Doesn't bother me at all. Well, now that I cleared out the sleepers here, I might as well loot the rest of this stuff. Oh, what is that? I've never actually seen that. gotta try it on. I gotta see what it looks like. Huh. Strange. Never. Hello, Bluewood. I can't believe I've... That's probably... Is that something new that they just added this alpha, or has that always been in the game? The animal hide helmet. That's actually the first time I've ever seen one. I got no room for a bird's nest. I can get rid of one gunpowder. I have plenty of gunpowder back at my base. It's weird that I would have never seen it. Well, I don't really craft anything, so I would have never crafted it or even looked to craft it. So I would have had to find it looting it like I just did. Yeah, this game is the tits. I just recently discovered Granny Potty Mouth on YouTube. I don't know why, but it showed up in my recommended feeds. Yeah, I actually do have this on Xbox One. I just don't play my Xbox. This game is way more difficult on console than it is on PC. Like, it's so much easier to aim, it's so much easier to turn around, to fight zombies. Pretty much every aspect of the game is easier on PC with the keyboard and a mouse. I really didn't need to stop here. I need to run back to my other base. And having this many people on is making me want to just go ahead and stick it out and let you guys and go ahead and take on the Horde Night so you guys can watch the Horde Night. Because it is Horde Night. And it's 1600, so our days are set up for 60-minute days, so it'll get here pretty quickly. My base is ready for it. It's just, I'm starting to get a little tired. Yeah, just keep an eye on the for the sales. It goes on sale quite regularly, so let's turn on the lights for you guys. Let's empty out our bags. get this stuff sorted out. And my guy's hungry. Yeah, I got I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Meat Wagon. Yeah, I have a bunch of different YouTubers that I follow. Unfortunately, I follow so much of them that I don't get a chance to watch all of them, but primary ones that I watch on a regular basis are Games for Kicks, Cage, Skippy, and I like to try to watch Game Edge and Z Nation. I'm still amazed at how well he does on his channel. But I shouldn't be. He's got some pretty awesome builds, so let's go double check these. So that one's fully loaded. That one's fully loaded. Fully loaded. Fully loaded. Okay, I know some of these I've shot because I've had screamers. Okay, here we go. Fully loaded. All right. I am kind of curious to see how Horde Night will go because I did increase our You caught Game Edge cheating? What was he doing to cheat? I just recently increased our blood moon count on the server too, from the default of 8 up to 12, so it should be a pretty interesting Horde Night for the server. Yeah, you can actually aim them too. You have to have them turned on. So you can have them aim at certain specific spots. Like mine all right now are just aimed straight ahead to cover that whole area. And that's pretty much where I want to leave them at. It might actually work better if I aim them down just a little bit like that. So right now they're just on the default. I'd never aimed them or anything. I just put them there. Oh. Yeah, I didn't. That was on like today's episode too, wasn't it? I remember seeing him mess around with the paint. They're all aimed. Maybe aimed a little bit better than I had them. So that should be cool. Now making it through Horde Night wouldn't be terrible. The bad part about it is the cleanup after takes so long, looting all the bodies. I need to repaint this. I had this busted out because I made a little cavity underneath here so I could install some relays underneath there to try to help hide some of the wiring for the electricity. But with the junction boxes, I don't need to do that anymore. So I had that on a couple of the corners. And then now I have the junction boxes, some of the junction boxes hidden up in here. And then actually I have a room behind here that where I have some more junction boxes. So these are what I do have exposed for wires, but you can't see them because I framed that in. But I have the wires go from the generator bank up to the switches, and then from the switches they come back here to these junction boxes, and then from the junction boxes they run out to either the different lights or other junction boxes up on the ground level. Yeah, well, I needed to keep track of them so I knew which ones I was hooking up to, because I had so many wires going everywhere. Because I had relays everywhere. Because they used to be all along here, in the middle of around the column, and then I wanted to hide them, so I had to label them so I knew which ones were going to which area. But I am going to end the stream here before Horde Night comes. I do need to get some sleep. Got stuff going on this weekend, so I want to say thanks to everybody that has stopped by and checked out the stream. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content. I'm trying to put out at least a video a day on 7 days today. Like I said, I do play a couple other games, Creativerse and Boundless. And if you want to see any gameplay on that, just look at my channel. I do have some videos up from those games, along with another game called Yonder, which I picked up off of Steam when it was on sale, when it was released 2-3 weeks ago. It reminded me a lot of like a Zelda game, so I picked it up to try it out. So again, thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.